Welcome back, everyone. So I'm showing off a little Easter egg here that I've tried showing off before, I believe. If you look in the reflection, Snake looks slightly different. I'm sure it'll come across clear when it's actually daytime outside, but for me, whenever it's daytime outside, it's cloudy and you don't get to see the reflection. I'm going to continue on the normal numerical order of missions that I've been doing before. As a note, I will be actually landing in a different area in the mission proper. There's a certain reason for that.
The three Soviet commanders are meeting at Dalbialo-Calais. The mission is to eliminate all three. How you do it is up to you, boss. Good luck. I've set the target's anticipated travel routes and the meeting location to your map. Take a look.
So this mission, as said, is to eliminate three commanders. Two of them will be meeting with the third one in the center village. The other two commanders are coming from their each respective base. Now, this mission's kind of fun in that you can take the commanders out in however way you want. Of course, for the video here, I'm going to be capturing all three, as they,
A sniper known as Quiet is lurking in the Afghan wilderness. This Quiet has performed a string of hits on Soviet officers. The attacks always occur in the same area, but sweeps of the area turn up no traces whatsoever. They've even posted guards, but they never spot a thing. And then, before you know it, another body's lying on the ground. You ever heard of someone who operates like that? No matter how still and silent a person tries to be, they always create some kind of ripple. Be it breathing, a heartbeat, eating, excreting, body temperature, sweat. If this sniper can really vanish completely, that's just not human. I guess Quiet is the right name. But what is Quiet's objective? The local guerrillas wouldn't use this kind of tactic. I just can't see them hiring some superhuman mercenary. And the Soviet officers who've been killed, well, they were all opposed to or skeptical of the secret weapons development being conducted in the area. Sure, they were a problem for those supporting it, but the Soviets have nothing to gain by killing them. So we have an assassin with superhuman combat skills who isn't working for the guerrillas or the Soviets. Miller has a theory that this sniper is a hitman for Cypher. He thinks it's time we silence Quiet for good. But I'm against the lethal treatment. I say we bring the sniper back alive and break that silence. Because even if this Quiet doesn't say a word, there's still plenty we can learn. Just remember this, boss. If our hunch is right, you'll be on this sniper's hit list too.
You gotta extract him.
If things seem a little too quiet when you're in the field, watch out. Quiet's out there somewhere. And if possible, this is one sniper I want back here breathing.
So yes, the commanders have higher skills as is usual, so that's why we'll be capturing them. This should be the last time I'll play cassette tape during travels. Since I got new editing software, I should be able to overlay it normally without you having to see me fiddle with the menus, and I won't have to worry if someone interrupts during the cassette tape. Also, for the side ops in this mission, they're actually pretty easy to do, which is rather nice. One of them is to capture 4 guards as well as the commanders along with their jeeps. So even though I did it once, there's only 3 soldiers in each jeep, so I need to do it to both of them to get the side ops done.
Out with it.
And it's also nice because you use 1 balloon to extract 3 guys in a jeep. But yeah, if you wanted to be lethal, you could totally just run up on D-Horse behind them, pull out a rocket launcher, blow them up. You can be sneaky and post up somewhere and snipe the driver. You can set up mines. pretty nice. It really shows this game's strength when you can do different paths like that.
That's the target. Target extracted. Only one left.
So that's nice. Now, normally when I do secondary ops, I would cut to a different thing. But with my new software, I can continue doing what I was doing that I can show in the top right here, and I can show you the side ops thing at the same time. How fancy technology has become. There is one side ops here which is allowing, well, not allowing, but overhearing the conversation between the three commanders. Obviously this means that we need to have all three commanders actually meet up. And once again, with the open-ended nature of this video game, of this mission I mean, we can easily just wait for all three of them to show up there, and then just run into the door and chuck a grenade inside. As we hear from the conversation, they're saying there's going to be a lot more troops coming in and new gear, and we will see the effects of this conversation pretty much immediately. I absolutely love that. Two of the guys are talking about the balloons. Third guy's just, come on, that's just silly.
Спасибо, товарищ капитан. Я отдам приказ установить мину, как только вернусь на базу. Я тоже отдам такой приказ. Хорошо. На сегодня это все, товарищ. Как можно скорее займитесь минным заграждением. Трагнет время.
No one's gonna be sending any minefields today. Surprise. It's fun going lethal in this game. Humorously enough, even though I was shooting from a box with a very loud light machine gun, none of the guards actually spotted me. So even though I killed the commanders as they left the building, I got a perfect stealth rating. Well, not perfect stealth, but a no spotted rating for going Rambo and not having a guard actually see me with his eyes and call the alert.
Я не хочу умирать!
Talk.
The map has been updated.
Something else I'd like to talk about here. If Snake's right hook was just a little more powerful and knocked that guard into the water, they can actually drown if they are face first in the water and knocked unconscious. And that also counts as a death against you for purposes of a non-lethal run. And here's guy number 3. And of course, my reluctance to immediately balloon the first guy leads to this.
The map has been
That's one of the
updated.
targets.
There's also a blueprint here. That's pretty nice. We can have a riot shield.
Will rise momentarily.
That'll come useful later on in the game. But there we go. All 3 commanders have been taken care of.
Target extracted. We'll let the client know he's been dealt with.
Info has been updated.
I always love this, that you are explicitly given missions to kill people, and you just capture them, and Kaz goes, well, I'll don't worry, I'll just tell them no that, yeah, they're dead. Now, the last side ops here is rescuing 2 prisoners, all the way in a completely different village. I wouldn't be able to get this done in my normal, well, I guess I could get it done in my normal playthrough if I just took out the 2 commanders and then went to these guys and then came back. But that would have taken a bit too long. In the original footage in the top right, that is me looking around trying to figure out, going, where the hell are those prisoners that I'm trying to find? But turns out I'm kind of a moron, and they were in a completely different area. I do have to say, funnily enough, is that this area, which some of you might remember is where we rescued Kaz,
Has been updated.
is this area, this base is so much more better defended than the meetup between the 3 commanders. There, rescue those 2 prisoners, and there you go, 7 out of 7. Back in the normal playthrough, all we have to do to complete the mission is just get out of the hot zone.
Exfiltrated.
That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
And hey, we got a rank 10 with D-Horse.
Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss. The one and only.
Yep, thank you. So, yeah. Something I forgot to mention about D-Horse is that...
Ocelot got the details of the meeting out of that commander. It seems you've been doing your job just a little too well, boss. The Soviets have begun reinforcing the 40th Army's units in Afghanistan, sending in more men and new equipment. While things haven't exactly been easy for us up till now, they're about to get even tougher. Remember what the commanders were talking about?
There is an alternate dialogue if you listen to the commanders, capture the commanders, or straight up kill them without them having a
We're finally
meeting.
ready to put together a combat unit. Staff assigned to the unit will be dispatched as mercenaries to conflict zones. That should guarantee us a stable source of income. MERT deployment allows you to send combat unit staff on relatively easy missions suited to the unit's level. There's little risk, but the rewards are low too. However, there are also contracts known as dispatch missions that offer a higher risk and reward. Give your orders to undertake these missions using your iDroid.
I didn't get the last one, but basically Kaz says, I wonder what the commanders were going to talk about, and then it just goes on. But yes, D-Horse, getting rank 10 not only lets us customize him, but D-Horse's affection to Snake makes D-Horse run faster. And look, and that's extracting all the prisoners as well as all the commanders. We also got a few special volunteers. Those are like unique NPCs. Something else to, well, we're gonna get a little tutorial here actually about the combat deployment stuff. Something I kind of dislike is that it just kind of forces you to do it next time you open up the menu. But basically with the combat unit is where you put all of your E-rank soldiers in and you deploy them onto E-ranked missions and hope they either improve or die. But it does give us an extra deck. I probably should take us down to Mother Base. I don't think I've actually shown it off since we've gotten all those extra struts put in.
Please select a mission.
So here is the dispatch mission screen. As you see, we get difficulty and how long it takes for the mission to take. And also our reward, either GMP or we get staff of a certain rank, like Far Waters and staff recruitment will get us base development staff between rank C to rank E. And these last ones, oh my god, these last ones. Basically now the Russians are going to be getting stuff. Either helmets, they're going to be getting flashlights, they're going to be getting night vision goggles, armor, shotguns, light machine guns, all kinds of shit. But we can prevent, well, not really prevent, but we can take it away from them for a bit by sending our units out to destroy their supply stations. One downside, you probably saw how long they took, up to 40 minutes. And then, like, maybe 40 minutes later, the Russians will get them again. Please ignore the change of scenery here. I decided to access the iPad on the helicopter, and it decided to force me into a tutorial anyways. Few things we can see here on the right: the probabilities of success, the percentage of losing staff for it, how many of our staff versus how many enemies, that kind of stuff. Normally I just throw rank E guys in there. Also, with the combat deployment, we can actually now deploy, for side ops that is, our different soldiers that are inside the combat unit. I like Night Crocodile. That name just kind of sounds cool. He's a crocodile that stalks in the night. So you do get little bonuses for actually taking the soldiers out. You get to they level up the more you play with them on side ops. As an aside, what is it's kind of lame about them, you'll see on secondary weapons, clearly they don't have Snake's prosthetic arm, but they don't get to carry a secondary sidearm to compensate. Pretty lame. But I'm doing a rescue the prisoner mission here, and as we see at this very guard, he's got fucking night vision goggles on. This base will be showing off quite a bit of what these Russians can be carrying now. Not only does it's kind of funny actually. He has night vision goggles on, yet he pulled out a flashlight to look at us. Look, two soldiers right there. Night vision goggles. Shit's insane. And yes, there's also way more soldiers here now than there was since our last drop off here. You'll remember this as the mission where we had to destroy the communications equipment. How many months ago was that? And I just kind of want to show off the Russian dialogue here. They're actually talking about the honeybee here. They do actually talk about a lot of things. I probably should have been capturing them because they are kind of neat. For example, they would talk about how, have you heard about the headhunter? Yes, I heard Russia is going to be sending us helmets to protect us against the headhunter because I've been going around shooting them in the head a lot. And oh, look at this guy right here. Not only sleeping on the job, but he's got a vest on, he's got a helmet, and he's got a fucking shield. I can't grab him either, which kind of sucks. And I can't shoot him in the back of the head because he's got a helmet on. I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. I guess the best option would be to get him from the front. Now, when it comes to playing as the soldiers, they're basically a reskinned Snake for all intents and purposes. They punch just as hard, they sneak around just as well, they CQC just as well. And humorously enough, when it comes to Kodak calls or being dropped off by Pequod or getting game over screens, you are still referred to as boss. Now, there is actually a few differences between the soldiers. And hey, we can finally grab this guy. Whoa. What the hell happened there? But there is some difference between the soldiers. Some of them do have special abilities that aren't things like R&D specialist or violent or troublemaker or whatever. Some of them have different kinds of skills, like I don't know, gunman, something like that. Botanist, rescuer. Those are just like little side skills that they like little side bonuses that they get to certain things. Some of them will be able to draw their weapon faster. Some will be able to crawl faster. Some will have a higher chance of fultoning soldiers, which is pretty nice, I guess. But there's honestly no reason to not be Snake, because the prosthetics upgrade for Snake also lets him have those bonuses. Also, here's how they knock. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Side-ops list updated.
I'm hoping that's just the sound of their leather glove making that noise and not them cracking their bones. So this side op here is rescuing a lost sheep. Just go to the sheep and drink it. Maybe get caught. That kind of fun stuff. I will note, since these guys don't have the reflex upgrade that Snake's arm does, their focus mode is slower. Also, he sounds a lot like Snake, doesn't he?
Has been updated.
So yeah, for all intents and purposes, it's just a reskinned Snake with probably a few extra abilities, but doesn't have the fake arm.
Coming too. Roger that.
Extraction arrived.
Oh, I guess I should mention, the rest of this video is all side ops, so if you're just interested in the main mission stuff, feel free to click off. Here's the IFV we took. We can deploy with vehicles now. So, you know, it was a good run, D-Horse, but
Marker placed.
I got with the times now. Hey, it's that truck that always appears. Let's go get it. Oh, wait. Ah, fuck. I guess an IFV isn't all that great for road off-roading. But hey, finally got my revenge on that damn truck, huh? This mission is an interpreter. Now, I'm not quite sure
Enemy presence detected.
why we would want
Map has been
interpreters that aren't
updated.
Russian. But I don't know.
Analysis
Maybe
complete.
I think I'll retry the Malik mission. Oh, wait. I am damn proud of that shot. I don't want anyone saying I can't do headshots good. And now to completely contradict myself.
Проверить, за мной!
Anyways. I don't know, maybe that interpreter can interpret what Malik was saying in the last mission, and I'll be able to know what the hell he was talking about. But something... actually, never mind. I bet that one guard out there is going to be hella confused when he finally returns back from his patrol and sees that all of his buddies and the prisoner went missing. But yeah, we do get interpreters, even for languages that, I don't know, again, maybe I'm missing something completely different, but I don't think anyone
List updated.
in Afghanistan speaks Pashto.
Leave the rest to us.
And then here's another mission, which is rescuing a prisoner. Since it's all side ops, I don't really care too much about being seen. Sometimes I'm just blatantly obvious. But it is a good time to show off a few things, like the fire support.
Please select
We
a
can do
strike
bombard
point.
it, we can do sleep gas, and we can do smoke. We're gonna go lethal. All the enemies should be going around that little corner of the base thinking I'm there. So we'll just sit back and enjoy the fireworks.
Strike will commence shortly.
What do you think you're doing?
Ah, shit, I just killed the prisoner. Whoops. So, let's try that again. This time, you know, not in the blast zone of the prisoner we're supposed to be rescuing. And since we destroyed the anti-air radar, we can deploy straight into the base with P-Quad. So we're going in loud. I don't think I've ever shown off using the chain gun yet. I do believe P-Quad does shoot at a few guys, but unless they're like in a specific arc of his, he probably doesn't. I just love the timing of this. Bam! Oh man, so beautiful. If only I could use you in main missions and not worry about having my rank locked to an A. Again, I still can't get over that. It's unfair. I have heard supposedly you could like do like a loophole, for lack of a better term, of getting Pequod to by the way, yeah, reflex mode totally isn't broken. There is some way you can get Pequod to shoot at enemies and still get yourself an S rank, which is to just call him into a hot zone and he'll defend himself, but I've seen him land in hot zones without doing that. And hey, a female prisoner of war. I do believe this particular side op will always have a female as the POW. There's a few other missions where we can get some more women if we would like. I don't know if you want to do that. That's just something I noticed while looking it up online. Also, let me tell you how many times I've accidentally Fultoned that Jeep away, because when it comes to getting on D-Force or the helicopter, you can just push E and you'll throw the prisoner onto them and drive off, but that doesn't happen with Jeeps. I will note there's also an achievement for rescuing a female prisoner of war. And what is actually kind of neat... the fuck?
Side ops list.
Cool. I guess I got a free Fulton out of that. But yes, we can also play as the female avatars. I guess if you do, I guess you would want to unlock or rescue more female characters if you want to play as a female during side ops if you want. Now this one is again rescuing a prisoner, and I'm sure you all remember this base in particular. I'm going to show an alternate way of sneaking inside. I don't think it's actually quite the best way to go in this way though. You'll see why. You remember this little spot right here where I dropped down with a prisoner last mission? Well, there's usually always one guy patrolling it. God damn, a helmet and body armor? They're just equipping their guys with everything, aren't they? It's okay, I figure I'll just get behind him. You fucking kidding me? And another thing that's kind of annoying, even in reflex mode. Oh wow, he had an LMG too. Alright, we'll just rush in here and oh god damn, more guys. Yeah, the bases start getting flooded with Russian soldiers.
Detected. The map, please select.
So I'll show off some air support once again. I think Pequod needs to have his needs to shine for once. Also enjoy the prisoner of war screaming bloody murder. And then I realized, oh wait, you know, I slammed these guys, they're gonna be getting up soon. Now, while I do think the AI in this game is definitely improved over most other Metal Gear Solid games, they do some kind of stupid stuff this time around. You saw them forming up at that door over there. For some reason, they only go for that door. They don't come around this door that's right behind me. So I can just say do this. I honestly don't know why I decided to just bull rush this guy like an idiot. I think maybe it's because I was a little worried they were going to get me from behind, so I just took off. Unfortunately, this time around, when I went to go shut that door, I shut it from the front. I mean, I opened it the other way, so I can't close it. And I do notice the guard saying, you know, what's taking them so long? Still not there. I think that's them reacting to the original guys who rushed inside of the building. And then he said it's time, they're coming this way. I think that's them, you know, going, okay, the guy didn't come back, so that's something that was kind of weird right there. When I was in first person mode, I was able to shoot through that fence. When I tried shooting in third person mode, they all bounced off. Anyways, as you see here, once again, they're gonna regroup. They're gonna hang out outside that door. I have terrible aim. But yeah, I do think they are a little bit smarter. Just this time around, they seem to not realize there's a completely different door that they could have gone through to get me. and that's just me confusing the controls. Yeah. As an aside, it takes Pequod for goddamn ever to finally show up. Jesus Christ. I might actually equip him with the, You do have, upgrades for the helicopter that makes it deploy faster. But my lord. It also, makes it more expensive to have Pequod deploy. So you're talking about like either 1,000 MGP or 6 grand to have him pick you up or whatever.
That's the target.
And oh shit. Oh man.
Boss,
Oh
that's a serious
man.
injury. It won't heal on its own. You'll need to treat it with
So
first aid.
this is the first time I've ever seen the serious injury thing happening outside of the tutorial. So that was pretty cool.
This is Pequod. Approaching position.
About goddamn time, Pequod. And something else I like to note, I don't think I've talked about, is the alert level of each base. You'll notice in the name, they're white, they eventually turn like a light red, and then dark red. And when bases can communicate with other bases, the other base's alertness starts to go up too. That's one way of using what you got. They also, yeah, once again, communicating with other bases. We've also got soldiers running in from other bases too to help defend this place. Something that's kind of annoying here is that the AA radar is back up, but I got nothing to take it out with. So when Pequod, what the hell? What? I don't know what the hell happened there. I guess that's some new cloaking device that the R&D team decided to try out. Maybe that's why it took Pequod forever to show up. I honestly don't know. I think that was Pequod shooting in this general direction to try and hit the soldier that I just killed. Gotta watch your aim there, Pequod. You almost killed the boss. Yeah, and there he goes. He's gonna take off at a different landing zone than this one. But yeah, that'll be it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys all next time. You guys all next time. You guys all next time. You guys all next time.
Outpost captured.